One of the most generous things that we can do for ourselves is to look at ourselves as human beings. Let me say something about this. This needs a little reflection for us to catch that while we are very considerate to others, or we at least are attentive to the human beings that they are, the people in our life, the colleagues that we work with, we respect them, we give them consideration, we listen to them, we pay attention to their feelings, and sometimes even hold space for them to be upset. It's okay, I know their life is difficult, but that's not the view that we hold for ourselves. The view that we have of ourselves is of very little patience. Come on, get up and get going. The outward looking people that we are, our natural tendency is to be very outwardly oriented, and therefore we want to make an impact out there, do something happen, make some stuff happen, become successful, make a difference. But what about this person? What about this lived being? You see, look that our opinion of ourselves, our view of ourselves is not the same way that we are able to hold a view of a life outside. You see, take an example of a person in your life, say your wife or your husband or a sister. You have great amount of consideration, patience, respect, and even appreciation for the challenges they overcome. And I'm not speaking in a fashion in which it is be kind to yourself. I'm saying we just do not have the ability or to understand what does it mean to be kind to ourselves, because this is such a personal experience of life that it's impossible for us to bring that kindness to, there is no person in here. There is no personality, the way that we look at our people. This guy, where? Who? So I'm inviting you to imagine that there is a person in here, there is a child. Create that first in your imagination, that there is somebody living, and create it as a separation from yourself. That there is a child undergoing a life in here. And this person is trying, and it's not always easy. There is a great amount of effort that this life takes. And day after day, it involves overcoming. It involves undergoing pains, undertaking effort. See the experience of life from this little person's point of view that you carry inside you. And this is a great spiritual effort too. Let me explain. This effort, if you are able to generate an outward view of life that you're living, as if you are able to attend to it as a separate object, separates you as the one who's conscious of that life, as somebody who's actually able to bring compassion for that life. This is actually also the essence of the inner child work, that we are bringing compassion for this lived experience. But it's also, at another level, this does somatic healing too. Let me explain. You are undertaking an effort to give attention to the sensations that this being is carrying. Of course, you are attending to it in here, but you are paying attention to it with great amount of awareness, a deliberateness that this matters, this life matters, their experience matters. And then, when there is a moment that you have lost it, when you get angry, when you get hurt, then instead of being upset with yourself, you have an opportunity to be patient with yourself. It's all right. I'll try better next time. It's okay. This is what Enodia Judith, also this concept, Enodia Judith talks about as beholding yourself. Behold yourself. Watch. There is a being, there's a life in here. When you separate that life from yourself, who are you at that moment? You are pure awareness of everything that you're living as. So you have an opportunity of doing that from outside, and it becomes a great spiritual exercise too. So here is the simple instruction. Try it out. Imagine that there is a person in here living this entire life, a small boy, a little girl, and attend to them as if they're human beings. undertaking this challenging life one day at a time, trying to overcome, and offer your kindness, your patience to understand their point of view, not intellectually but emotionally, listening, respecting, letting them be. Try it out.